Good morning, Apex traders. And good morning, Beth. Lori should be in here, I'm guessing, probably in a couple minutes. Good morning, Grant, by the way. I think she usually comes in right at the open, or a minute or two after. Morning, Jim.
How about a minute or two before this time?
Or a minute or two before.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Lori. How are you?
Yeah, we won't go there. I will say it is one of my worst allergy days so far, so if I suddenly disappear for a short amount of time, I'll probably be back and just clearing my head. Bedside is only about 2 more weeks of this, and I should be done with it. So it's temporary. If that's the only thing I have to deal with, then I think I'm pretty lucky. It's just a few weeks out of the year. No big deal. At least that's what I tell myself.
Well, here's to wishing that the next 2 weeks are going to be super easy for you and extremely profitable.
I hope so. And we got open.
And
no real news today. Business inventories month over month shouldn't be a big deal.
I heard yesterday, Lori, that they're thinking that maybe they might extend that strike till September 29th.
Really?
I don't know how
Surprised
accurate that
they.
is, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Grant, actually, I am allergic to scarlet, but I'm more allergic to ragweed. Allergic to every single thing they tested me for. So yeah, fun. But I only react to ragweed, so no big deal.
Just an FYI for the simplicity traders out there, my charts do match the room chart. So I know that question usually gets asked at least once during the session. So
Hey, what I'm reading right now is they voted for the strike, but for respect for other unions, they'll hold off striking for a few weeks. So, and it's 29th, like you said. So, yeah. Wow. And I got allergy shots weekly for 5 years, and it did help. I can actually breathe during the time, but well, I'm lucky enough to be in like the top, I don't know what it is, like 5%, 3% of people who actually, it's a systemic thing. I don't just get the sneezing, itchy eyes. I get a fever, and I feel like I have the flu completely. So, yeah, and that doesn't happen to very many people. Yeah. Oh, I hope that's true, Christopher. That's not strange to get ear infections from allergies because it's all blocking up. Easy to get infected. I'm lucky I don't. Well, we all have something to deal with, so, whatever. It is what it is. Uh, it says what's in the update. It has EX detector or something like that. Yeah, I forget. I just knew to update, so I did. I didn't even pay attention to details, and I forgot. My head gets fuzzy during allergy season too, so it's not the best. I don't remember the most stuff right now either. There we go. Thank you, Greg. ETX.
hey Lori, look at RTY. Look at all those the stack of I block orders right under the blue ice up at the 1844 to 46 level.
Wait, RTY?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that. I got red ice right here. Oh, Oh, okay, I see. Look up
Look
there.
up,
I
yeah.
thought we were
Look,
close to it.
no, look up.
Okay, yeah, I'm following you. Uh-huh. I got it.
Yeah, actually, blue and green ice on RTY are literally almost on top of each other. Yeah, and it's settlement too. That's right, Corey.
I'm not touching this Lorex on RTY if it forms.
Yeah, it's trying to
It's
go
like
up to
kind
that
of a,
stack.
yeah, it seems like too strong of a trend and you've got too much up above it. It may retrace enough to get a scalp, but I don't think so. Just explaining before somebody gets in and tries to take, I mean, why I don't want it. Anyway. That and tick strike is lighting up green. Yeah, you don't want to go against that. 940.09. Yeah, that was quite a pretty one. I was not paying attention. Although it did not have the 940.09 did not have a absorption X or OPR, so that kind of bites. But
It also
I
didn't
like
have
the
the
way it was
TX on the 30.
chopping big. It didn't. It was just a partial Lorex, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't. I like that it was chopping at the bottom of the chop box, and it laid a cluster. There's 3 clusters pretty close to the same level in a row. I kind of like that, but I did not touch it. Didn't see it. I have no problem having it skipped.
Yeah, I actually did see it, didn't take it, just didn't have enough. The only thing that was there was just the pod. That wasn't enough for me.
Yeah, yeah. Normally that's not for me either. I like the overall picture that it drew around it. That's what I did like about it, but yeah, I would want it. It was not a real pretty one, that's for sure.
And we're in that stack and settlement.
Yep. And that stack is spread out, so expect chop in here. Which one had an ETX? It didn't have an ETX. There was no, it didn't lay anything. The paw was not on another paw or order print thing. If you're talking about 940.09.
Hey Sharpie, I think it's a DTX, not a ETX. I think if it's a red box, it's a DTX, a red square.
The indicator showed an ETX on the 94009, you're saying. That's not right. Greg, you want to see if that showed an ETX? A DTX, yes. ETX, no.
Yeah, I have a DTX too, but not an ETX.
Okay, I think maybe they're just confusing the ETX and DTX. Did have a DTX.
Greg, it's on RTY. The 94009 bar on RTY. Hey Skip, what market are you talking about? Yeah, NQ is pretty difficult to trade with Sniper.
Thanks, Greg. Okay, just a little bit of a moment here. You notice where really early this thing, well, just before open, Ron was mentioning those I blocks underneath settlement on RTY. And they're spread out, so we knew there it would chop there, and look exactly what it did when it got up there. You gotta love our order prints that tell you what it's gonna do more than likely when it gets somewhere. It chops.
Lori, I'll be back. I gotta take a call.
Okay. Just a minute, Nikita. I'll look in a second here. Oh, an RTY. How was that? So you're talking about the one at 950.30? Is that what you mean, Nikita? Okay, I did not call it. I did not like it because you're right underneath those double mini magnets on the 30. This is RTY we're talking about at 950/30. So I would have rather taken it the opposite direction when it came back up and would have stopped you out, or I would be waiting to go long into those mini magnets. But saying that, also you're barely getting your 10 ticks before it hits those mini magnets. So I probably wouldn't have gone either way with it, because you have those double mini magnets. They are spread apart just a little. I guess 4 ticks. That's not too bad, but it's just borderline of they're not quite on top of each other, but yet they are. So I would say maybe a little chop in here. I didn't like that at all. Would I short here? Oh gosh, no, I don't. I probably it'd have to have everything for it if I were to short here in RTY. It didn't. It doesn't. This mini magnet is probably not going to hold on RTY. It's going to go up and take that mini magnet out, more than likely. I doubt if it's going to stay there and form anything to go short. It's going to go at least 1 tick up past that mini magnet, most likely. Every once in a while, it'll leave something for crumbs for later instead of taking it out right away while the bar's forming, but usually it doesn't.
Yeah, look at the size of that cluster.
If it does, you know it's coming back here to 1853.7. Oh, there you go. It just took it out. So, yeah, it wasn't going to leave that alone. This is just indecision. It could hold on either, yeah, okay. I'll say either mini magnet, the mini magnet on either side could hold it. It's just undecided right now. And just underneath here, we've got, I guess we don't have all those eye blocks. They were down by settlement, weren't they? We're up over here at these double mini magnets. Okay.
Yeah, they're right. Actually, it's settlement, blue ice, green ice, and those eye blocks are right below it.
Well, that makes sense, actually. Ugly chop right now. RTY, anyway. Oh, it looks like this. Yeah, it looks to me like it's probably going to go down yet this far. Maybe the next one. I don't think it's done with that. 1851.9. It doesn't look like it's done with that to me. Didn't it? I didn't even notice that. YM has double mini magnets from the 30 that it's playing with too. I like it when they play hand in hand. Oh, I love it. Yeah, see, it's going right down to that mini magnet. Didn't quite hit it at 1851.9. It can't leave it alone. I expect, there we go. I was going to say, I expect it's going to go a little further yet. gotta love our order prints. Yeah, why? Yeah, it's just not pretty. I am is acting like a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum on the floor and throwing toys. It's just not somewhere I want to be around right now. I'm giving it a timeout. I'm not even looking at it right now. Yeah. It's just, yeah, I'm not even looking at NQ either. I doesn't have a lot of liquidity on a lot of bars. I don't want to get stuck in it. Bar will go down on RTY most likely and take out that order line. It might not. Bar might go up and come back. I'll be right back.
No, Corey, you just need to load the indicator. It's in your indicator list. It's called Apex Order Prints ETX Detector. I don't know, Grant. I don't have it loaded. I don't really trade ETX, so I don't know. But Grant, if I look at the indicator setup, it looks like it's a cyan blue. Color. That's going to show in a, it's like a cyan blue bar, I think. Yeah, see, everybody's beating me to it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a nice Lorix on NQ, just way too hard to get into. It was like a 2-second bar.
Can you guys hear me? You can. Okay, good. checking. Sometimes when I come on, when I turn my mic on, when somebody else already has theirs on, sometimes it doesn't work. Now this RTY is double mini magnet. Wow, this is sweet. So it's a double mini magnet on the 30. Let's see if it gives us a setup off it. I would normally like to bounce off it, but it's a sling bar right there. So we just need to watch and see what is setting up here. I would love to see something set up off this bar. Oh.
Look at that, the 30 is laying another mini magnet there.
Yeah, it laid another mini magnet. I took that scalp. I took 2 scalps instead of a trail off it because it was a TX, but not a full Lorex. In fact, the TX went away, it looks like, maybe. But, yeah. Okay, I am in Global Sim. That was... It had a TX on the 30. It had Absorption X. It had a mini magnet on both the 30 and the 10. It did not, the TX on the 10 did not stay, so it wouldn't have been valid, but I was looking for a bounce, so I grabbed it. And with that, it had a cluster. If you looked just left, it had a cluster at 1856.9 and a cluster at 1856.1. So I'm not, they're kind of spread out. I'm not expecting it to go far, just because there's not much up here and it's an upward trend. So I'm not going to take a chance that it's going far down. Could be, but yeah, not. So. In Global Sim, not taking anything else. RTY's been pretty nice about giving us clues on where it's going in the micro view anyway. Meaning intrabar reads. Now, come on, you could put in a Lorex going long here. That would be really nice. So far not. It looks like that mini magnet should hold. You got a mini magnet on the 30 and the 10, but nothing else. Not even one TX. All right, that's cool, Grant. Is everybody finding the rhythmic to be pretty reasonable today?
It's connected.
You have problems, Earl?
Yeah, Earl mentioned
Very
something
slow
earlier
load.
today that he was having some issues. Earl mentioned that this morning.
Okay, well, that may be a one-off thing. I'm looking for more than just one issue.
Yeah, Michelle, my charts took forever to load too, and I do not use Rhythmic, so it may not be a Rhythmic issue.
Okay, but you aren't getting bad fills or anything crazy bad, so okay. Okay, so now what's it going to do, RTY? The first bounce, and the last time it went in, it laid a mini magnet. So let's take this mini magnet that it laid out and bounce off, or I mean out and go up, or will it leave it and bounce off? Got a TX on the 30 again. Come on, we need something more than just nothing here. It's giving us absolutely zero for a setup. Not an SLZ, nothing. If you're having problems with 8.25, then you can upgrade. I wouldn't upgrade if you're not having problems. Boy, I don't want to.
Yow.
I don't want to say your name wrong, but
Yow.
yeah, I don't even want to attempt that. There is, you have to go under a sniper page under what's next and sign up. And then follow the directions, and I will be happy to put you in a mentor group. Go into order prints, Earl, and turn off the alert for absorption X. I don't know. You don't need, I mean, if you're having problems, then yes, update NT. If you're not, don't. We found it caused a lot of problems, me included, because when I got my new computer, I just went with the latest version, and it gave me a lot of fits. Now it's not so bad, so I don't know what the deal is, but if you're having problems, yes, update. If you're not, don't. Really that simple. Yeah, there are a lot of weird things going on with the update, so I'm sure NT says to use it. Of course they're going to say update.
Yeah, you need to find out if you really truly are having an NT issue or if it's something else.
I think the update changes with Windows updates as well. I seem to not be having issues with the last Windows update, but now I've got another one to install this weekend, so I don't want to do it, to be honest. Okay, John, that's a rhythmic issue. That's not NT. Oh, pretty Lorax now on RTY. Is it going to go anywhere? I don't know. No, I don't like it. It's not going to hold that mini magnet up there. Yep, just got rid of it. Still not going to hold it, probably. Yeah, that's a rhythmic thing, not NT. a very indecisive bar in RTY. Orders are at the top, and yet it's trying to close down. Urgent. That the Grant, is that the ETX? Most of the, not all, but most of the alerts come from order prints. Wow, tick strike is lighting up red. Megan, that's exactly what it does. I would love to see a Lorex here on RTY, because you've got those 3 mini magnets up above pulling it up. Room to profit before they get there, but not looking like it's going to do it. Earl, don't send another. I mean, if you've already sent one for the issue, don't send more. It's just slowing them down more. I mean, if you're having issues, I wouldn't be trading with the accounts. Just trade in sim practice while you're waiting for them to get back to you. Forex, boy, that's a straight down trend. Seems to be done, but I'm not a fan of it going through all that chop. I guess you got the 855 mini magnet pulling you up on the 30 tick. I'm not a fan though. Earl, they'll be with you shortly. Mm. Yeah, that was a kind of a nice SLZ, wasn't it? wasn't a no-brainer though, because for an SLZ you need a level. It had a wall, and right above it had an old mini magnet on the 30, which is nice, but bouncing directly off something is the best for an SLZ. Dynamic magnet. Okay, well that's good to know. Now IM is backed by settlement. Ick. Okay, if you sent a ticket yesterday to the funding, Apex funding, do not send another one. They're backed up. They're getting through them as fast as they can. Just be patient, please. I'm sorry, did RTY just try to patch? Yeah, it did try to. It's not the best. It's not a strong level. It's not a strong patch. It's just a kind of, and you're going into settlement. So I would tend to think that means it's probably going to be a little choppy between that level and settlement, but it's not going to be a strong hold going up. It could punch through that. Does that, yeah, it looks like YM is a little bit stronger because it had a 30-tick mini magnet.
Hey, Lori, I'm going to step away for a few minutes.
No, sorry, can't. Okay, thanks for letting me know.
I have to.
Get it. Believe me, I get it. Yeah, definitely do not send a second ticket if you already have one in there open. Oh, that causes issues. Slows them down big time. And they are working as hard as they can to get stuff resolved. I'm pretty sure they got that Rhythmic got their issue fixed, but sent any tickets. If you've already sent a ticket in yesterday, even don't send another. They will get to you, and if you have a ticket has not been responded to, do not send another. If you have not sent a ticket and you're having issues, go ahead and send one. No, nothing is setting up at all, is it? So have patience. Good for you, Vegas. YM is trying to set up a Lorex, but right at settlement, no thank you. And it doesn't have a TX on the 30 yet. It does not have an absorption X. It's just kind of trying to tease us a little, I guess. You can see on RTY lots of mini magnets spread out in this area. And it's choppy. So yeah, just a whole lot of ick right now. Yeah, no kidding. Mini magnet right on settlement. Earlier it laid a mini magnet right on top of settlement. Now it's laying it right below settlement. So it's still saying or it's saying that settlement is still an issue if it laid a mini magnet on it still. So, yeah, ick.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you, David.
Glenn, I do not use dynamic magnets on my charts. Having said that, I think everyone should, but I cannot. They clutter up my seeing my walls. So if you don't see the walls like I do, then yes, you need dynamic magnets because there's almost always a wall on a dynamic magnet. So it's very important to have them.
Just out of curiosity, did you guys hear those sirens in the background? Just curious.
No, no, I didn't. Okay, now NQ, put us something here. I would love to see a Lorax here going up. bouncing not NQ, RTY. Did I say NQ?
NQ is chopping.
Even though it's settlement, it's bouncing exactly off a mini magnet, trying to put in a fall. It's not now, but you have to have a perfect setup, not just oh, well, it's kind of, oh, now it's putting a mini magnet in. Okay, forget it. It went away.
If you guys didn't hear those sirens, that's pretty good. That means that this mic actually works really well for eliminating background noise.
That RTY at 1044.36 was what I was hoping for on the bar before, because it was bouncing directly off that mini magnet. But I did like that, and I was distracted when that closed. So sorry. Got it? Good deal, Michelle. Because it had the absorption X, it had the TX on both, it had a mini magnet on both, and it had the cluster on the bar before. I'd rather see the cluster on the reversal bar, but if that's all it's missing and it had one on the bar before, I like it. The only thing I don't like is it was settlement, but it was laying a mini magnet on both bars, on both charts, and the mini magnet looked like it would hold reasonably so. So I like that. Good job, David, for taking the third in sim. If you hit your goal, yeah, I shifted into global sim because I am not going to mess up what I got going, especially when the allergies are so crappy.
Maybe I should switch to global sim too, because I got nothing going.
Well, that doesn't hurt when you're doing that. I mean, when resist the temptation of taking something stupid. Gotta go grab my tea. Be right back. Gotten two nice scalps this morning, and I don't want to screw that up. tick strike is lighting up big time red. Are getting to the bottom, to our lowest low. We're getting close to our lowest lows again. RTY still has a little ways to go. When I say lowest lows, I mean in it quite a while. Oh, potential Lorex on RTY has everything, and I am just not a fan in this big downward trend. It jump up enough to get a scalp, but geez, ick. Right at that mini magnet to the left, if you did take it. I don't like going against this big trend. This is too big. at the NQ walls the other day, I might have to pull out some of the old levels if it keeps dropping. I'm determining if a mini magnet will hold based on the order print, how the numbers fill in the order print chart. All I'm looking at is that bar and watching the numbers fill.
Hey, Lori, you want to see something interesting on NQ? The 30, it dropped a cluster right at the 12,000.25
Yeah,
mark.
that does not surprise me. 12,000 is a huge spike number. Absolutely huge. So now we're there. I would expect we'll play there just a little bit. It is the lowest that we've been in a long time on NQ. So this is pretty significant. It's not likely to just bounce and go back. I mean, this is like the second bounce on September, what is it? On September 6th, it looks like it bounced off this level, and it's not likely to just take a bounce and go, although it's, it's going to do what it's going to do, not what I think, but considering it put that cluster there, that was saying, okay, that is a strong level. We're acknowledging your existence. You're important to us. That's how I see it. We'll watch 119.21. 50 on NQ. Okay. I'm going to pay attention to that then. Wow, that's way down there. I don't even have a wall there.
You have a wall almost there. You have a wall at 11,927.
Yeah, and it's right in the middle between 1910.75 and last major. Oh, okay, that's probably because I was gonna say I don't have that as a last major low, but that would be because of the roll. You probably adjusted for roll, and I didn't. 11,921.5. Marking a level there. Thank you for that, Denali. I don't know if you guys know, but Denali's one of our Apex wise men that Craig always used to mention. And when he says something about a level, yeah, I pay attention. Wall in there, a different kind of wall, so that we know it's not a typical one. 11,921.50. Okay, I marked it as a dotted line that's a 3 width. So it'll pop up as something that'll be different. It's a different kind of a wall. Yep. It is pretty strong short. I would not be going against it myself. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see what you got there. HD uptrend. There's no uptrends, but see what you're saying here. Yes, that would be a good example on your, yes, that'd be a good example. Good job posting that and asking. I see that SLZ Lorix combo. I am so happy I was not watching NQ at the time because I have to say I would have been tempted to come out of Global Sim. I love, love, love that combo. It seldom fails. It does. Nothing's 100%, but oh, that's beautiful. Well, it was worth the wait, wasn't it, Megan? If you got in there, if you were able to get in. Greg's going to be adding a setup for Lorex that will point out when that happens. That's one I want an alert for. I want to know when that's happening because that's one of my favorite setups. Yeah, lots of good stuff in the works. Oh, you got that right. Can you do that quick for us, Greg? I really wish he could clone himself.
Sorry, Lori, I have to take another series of phone calls. I'm back again.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know just how lucky we are to have Greg on the Apex team. Oh my goodness. He is freaking awesome. NQ. You should be going down now. Magnet, okay. Yeah, that's not nice. Didn't react the way it should have, but it didn't have a full Lorax. Didn't have all kinds of good stuff in that little. In the Simplicity Long, okay. It had an almost a Lorax at 11.18 and some change there for time.
I don't see a Simplicity long yet. We had an early entry. But if it breaks this bar high, then we would be in a long.
Interesting that NQ is working at trying to turn around at the -1 deviation.
Yeah.
After such a big drop, you'd expect a lot of chop before it actually commits to going up.
Yeah, and it's been isolating between these two dynamic magnets for the last almost half an hour. Once it dropped down to the 12,000, and then now it's, you know, kind of going back and forth between 12,011 and 12,022, 23.
Yeah, it's been chopping, and yeah, we would expect that. For such a huge drop, you expect a little more chop. Unless you get crazy volatility, then it can just go crazy anywhere. But on a halfway normal volatility, you expect a lot of chop after such a huge drop.
And CJ, to answer your question, for me, I don't take early entries.
sneezing fit and put the mute on, and then I'm talking about the JFT. There is no JFT on NQ that I can see. Corey, I nearly spit my tea out. It's funny. You'd be amazed. I talk to myself all the time.
So, Lori, I just had like a bunch of stuff going on here and haven't been able to call much of anything, but I actually did take the simplicity that CJ was actually talking about, the early entry. I was waiting for it to break the wall at 12.036.75. Once it broke, I got in, and I'm going to ride it all the way up, hopefully until the flux at the 12,081, and we'll see if it gets there. That's kind of what I was doing. I wasn't able to call it because I've had a bunch of phone calls. I got a million things going on here, so just kind of wanted to update of what's going on my end here. So here's a screenshot in the meantime, and then it'll also be the video is actually on it as well, and I just saw that it spiked up to that pond. I probably should have been trailing the dotted line. We'll see what happens. I hope it runs here. We just had a Lorax long, so we'll see if that helps us a little bit. I'm guessing you're trying to say something about the mini magnet, Saul, but which mini magnet? Because it did actually form one on the 30, which will help us to go, because it's on the bottom of the reversal bar on the 30. So hopefully this will keep going up. If it breaks the paw at the 12,068.75 level, I'm hoping that it'll hit my target, hopefully. And the mini magnet was on the dev. That's correct, Corey. Yeah, the solid red would have been, it was just too close to, it didn't really close like a lot below it, so I'm still in it, and we'll see what happens after this bar. I was getting some decent tick strikes, so we'll see what happens. I'm still in it. I just wanted to break this paw right here. Put a mini magnet up, it'll take that out, which is good. It just needs to close above it. Yeah, I'm still in it, CJ. I told you I'm targeting 12,080. Here, I'll post it again. Vegas, I'm in a NQ Simplicity long. Just the way the market was moving at the time with price action and what NQ usually does with its bar tracement and retracement, and it didn't really close a whole lot below the solid line, so I still think it's going to get to 12,080, that flux level up there.
Okay, I think I have peace in the valley again.
So, Lori, I don't know if you know, but I'm in Simplicity Long, have been for quite a while.
Nice. I'm pulling up your screenshot. Out for the day, huh, Corey? I hope you had a good one.
See you, Corey, if you're leaving.
Wow, nice. And your simplicity. When you find a simplicity you like, my goodness.
They don't come often.
Yeah, but you don't need them to. And do you have a target in mind?
I do. It's the flex level at 12,080.
I don't have a flux level, but I have a level there.
It's off this.
Almost got there already.
It's off the 60. Yeah, the problem is this paw is giving me grief at 12,068.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's been, I don't even know when that was put in, like quite a while ago. Let's see. That was put in about an hour ago. So it tested it twice. I'm just hoping that this time, right now, when it goes back up, it's going to blow right through it and hit my target. That's what I'm hoping.
The discipline you have for staying in this thing is unreal. In a good way.
Well, I try. There was a point in there where I almost got out around 12,048, and CJ asked me why I didn't. It's just knowing what NQ does and what it does with the bars, and it didn't. The bar that developed at the 1237, the way it was closing, it just wasn't enough to close below. So I stayed in it. Hopefully it'll pay off.
Ouch, that's my toe. I just absolutely love that you're watching, what you're watching, the little things you're watching, let me think. One thing that I don't like in this scenario where you're in right now is that you just had a power play too. It couldn't quite go up to the previous, that paw, and it had more volume, like 1,000 more volume. I mean, it won't do it, but that's the one thing that I don't like about. Definitely that paw is giving you grief.
Yes, it is. And I think I may close it right here. We'll see. No, maybe not. Yeah, it's the 0.7 dev too. That's another thing too, is that it's drawing it down. So, and it's literally right where I'm trying to hover my stop, and
Yeah, I have a pink line going right underneath that 7 dev. I don't know if that's a wall or if that's just my temporary pink lines that I put in. But it is just under that 7 dev, 0.7. On 46.75.
Well, let's put it this way. If it closes below the 0.7, I'll take myself out. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay in it. And it looks like it might do it here. It might come down. I don't know. We'll see. It's putting a.
The pink line on a mini magnet is a possible mini magnet forming. The possible mini magnets forming during an open bar are always pink. They default to pink. You can change them to whatever you want, but
Yeah, we also have a
I need them
ZOI
pink
over.
because with the green chart, pink stands out, and mini magnets are my favorite, and pink's my favorite color. So yeah, Kenneth, I would be with you. I'd be taking profit because I could not handle the ups and the downs. I would have to go outside or something. Why I admire that he sticks with it and has a plan. It's a managing plan. I mean, to manage the trade.
I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. This goes against like the Apex rules. I mean, I should have been out of this trade a long time ago. And if Daryl saw this, he'd probably hit me over the head with whatever club he had close by. And I'm probably going to close it out right here. Let's see. I just closed it out. I just closed it out. And I'm actually, see what happens. I may actually go take this thing short.
Going outside on losing trades, but he wasn't losing. It was just chopping. Yeah, no, I can't sit in these. That's why I don't trade simplicity. I cannot. My internet has taught me well. Don't sit in a trade long because I might just go out on you, which it does a lot. So, yeah, no. Yeah, that is awesome that you walked through what your plan was. If it closed below it, you were going to get out. I love that too. So, good job. Okay, and with that, I have had to mute out so many times from sneezing fits. I'm just going to get off the mic for good now. So, I can go through another sneezing fit and all that. So, okay, talk to you tomorrow, guys.
See you, Lori. Good, Crystal. I'm glad you actually got something out of it. That's great. So I actually ended up, once I got out, I jumped right back into a short, and I'm going to ride this thing down to the wall at 12:08, and then I'm probably going to call it for the day.
expect some issues at this mini magnet
I
here
see it.
right
Yep, I
around
know.
17th.
Yep, no, I see it.
Yeah, big issues here. You got lots of clusters and 2 mini magnets on the 30.
Yep, I see it. I know.
As long as you see it, okay, I'm out of here again.
See ya. See you tomorrow. And here is the area of concern. Hopefully we'll be able to blow through this. We're getting some tick strike red, which might help a little bit. I don't like the fact that it's giving me a TX on the 30. It's going to reverse on me. And it's battling for sure. I wish Lori was in here to tell me what the 30 bar OP looks like, because that's one thing I don't have. Unfortunately, I don't have that set up yet. What's so funny, Kenneth? All right, here we go. Just a little more. I need it to get through the dynamic magnet at 12, 10, 75. Stress? Yeah, it's trading. And it needs to just push down a little bit more. And I'm out. Target hit. It's probably going to keep going, but I'm out. No, the target was the wall at, I could have made the target 12,000, but no, the target was the wall at 1208 and some change. So yeah, so there we go. 2 simplicity trades back to back towards the end of the session. Not a bad day. post my results for the day. And here's my results for today. And look at that, guys. By the way, it really hit the target, and then it's just bouncing back up. So that was actually a really good trade. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna call it a day. It's actually right at noon. Since there were some comments about some good learning lessons today, I will actually post the video, and it'll probably be up in a couple hours. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll probably get notified that the video's up. And I will see you guys tomorrow.